slowing up to go around. We can go around. So we're out in the country, and Carly and I are going shopping. So I'm gonna go try to finish finding things for the dining room and that one little shelf upstairs in the hallway. I bought some stuff for that a few years ago, but I'm not using all of that. I've used some of the things that I had there in my bathroom downstairs. So anyway, it's a cloudy, sunny day, and it's freezing cold. It's 36 degrees, and we're gonna go shopping, and then we're going to stop somewhere for food to bring home because Josiah and Adam are off today, so they'll be home waiting. So let's see what's going on. Little stone house. Okay, Carly and I were finished. I took my camera in to film, but sometimes you got to be careful filming in these places. Ugh, look at that. We got to get out of here. They got a detour thing right there. That's why. But anyhow, you know, since they're Amish, you know, they really don't like the photography. So I didn't even ask if I could film in there. So next we're headed to Reading, China. Then we're gonna go to Ross. And then I don't know. I found a lot of good things in there. So I got pretty basically a lot of what I wanted to get. So we're just gonna see what else we can find. And so here's the long line of traffic. I told Carly it's probably going to be ugly coming home. We might have to turn up the side street up there and go the back way. I think so. There's an Amish lady walking her little boy, and he's got his hat on. There they are. How cute. So we're at the outlets, and this is just the first part of the plaza, and then it goes like way past these buildings. It keeps going on and on. We're gonna go to the Disney store, and I think we're gonna go to Bath and Body Works. But right now we're over here at Reading Glass and China. This is that, I call it the kitchen store to you guys, where they have everything that you can imagine in here. Every kind of like gadget appliance and just everything. Ginger snaps, Swedish ginger snaps. Cheddar cheese straws. Carly, I'm going to go down this way, the cast iron stuff. Oh, you're going to get the pancake mix?
How many do you want me to get?
Go ahead and get 2 of those. All kinds of cast iron things here. See, they got all kinds of stuff. It just goes on and on. And then all over here is all kinds of appliances, and then they have dishes and glass. And more glass over this way. Yeah. Look at the teacups. Look at that. Cute. They got them in pastel colors. Oh, that's cute too. Oh, look at the little bowls. I like those pastel colors. Those are cute. I think I'm going to get a set of those. those are all cute. And over here they have these little teapots. Just one if you're having company, one for yourself. And then these are like to put the little milk and things in there. Isn't that cute?
So about that one, right?
Yeah. Okay. A lot of shops have gone out over here.
Yep.
So they have a Bass Outlets and Neutralizer, and they have West Elm Outlets. And they have a Stride Rite. That's where we got Alex's Nemo shoes. I don't know. We should go back in there and see if they have anything. And then, because Stride Rite's right here next to. And they got New York and Company there, and the Disney stores there. Crazy 8. They got a lot of good stuff. And then this building that's right over there. I forget what the building's called. It's a big theater thing. You could see.
The American Theater.
Yeah, let me zoom in. See, it's real nice there, but see the big back part of the building over in there, because it's a big theater, and they bring, well, people that were once, you know, famous.
Has-beens.
Carly calls them the has-beens. You know, they're just not making records like they once did. Like, for example, like Leanne Rimes, and she's got a great voice, but you don't hear her really making albums anymore. A couple years ago, she was over there singing, but it's people like that, like Celine Dion, who's still at the top of her game. She wouldn't go over there, but other people, they've had Marie Osmond over there and people like that. So anyway, we're going into the Disney store and Stride Rite. We'll see. Which will be fine. Hello, friends. I look a mess. I know I do, because I got myself ready this morning, curled my hair, put my makeup on, but that was this morning. And it is now almost 5:30. So Carly and I got a late start shopping today. We didn't get to go out to Lancaster till we left here right around 12:30-ish. And we got home, it was after 4, going on 4:30, I think. But we brought dinner home. So we had to eat, and then we had to clean up, and then I've been unwrapping stuff. So I'm going to show you all the things that we got and where we stopped. Now, I stopped at 2 places. I ran into Ross really quick because I was looking for a sugar bowl and a platter. And they didn't have anything I liked. But they do have something over at TJ Maxx. So the next time I'm out that way, I'll go to TJ Maxx. So that was a strikeout. And then I ran into Aldi because I was looking for my German pickles, and they didn't have any. So that was a strike too. But everywhere else that we stopped, I was able to find everything except when I'm unwrapping all this stuff, I was like, you know how you always forget something. I wanted to get 2 runners for my tables. I wanted one for the dining room table, which I got. Then I wanted another one for my coffee table in my family room, but because I already have my old runner there, I was thinking, oh, that's fine. So I didn't get a runner. So I'm going to now have to be on the hunt looking for a runner for in there. But I was satisfied with everything else that I got. And after I do my haul video here, I'm going to clean up. I got some things to clean up here early this evening, and then I'm going to put my dining room table together and whatever else I got to do here, and then I'll show you the final finish of what I did. Okay, so the first stop we made was over at a place called Peaceful Valley. There's 3 of those stores in Lancaster, and they're run by the Amish. I wanted to take my camera in there. Some Amish people will let you take video footage or take pictures in their business, but sometimes they also say no because, you know, they're not fond of the camera. And by the time I was thinking about asking, and we were already checking out because I was in their focus. I gotta get the things that I needed. So anyway, and I don't know if they let you film in there anyway. So anyway, I didn't film in there. Okay, so we'll start off with this. I got 2 flameless candles, and the box are empty because I have them right here. And I'm not going to turn these on now because they have timers. So when I get my table together, that's when I'll turn them on, because I want them to come on the following days at the same time. So I got 2 of these flameless candles because I got 2 of these candle pillars. So there's this one, and then there's the shorter one, like that. And then I found these. Okay, so you know I got my little birds on their little perch, little things that I got over at the Hallmark store. How adorable. I mean, seriously, how adorable are these little birds? So I got these to go in the dining room there. And then they had these. If you bought one, you get another one free. Well, they only had 2 of this size, and they had 1 of a bigger size. So their sale must have been doing very well that people bought them up, because I got these 2 and there was 1 more, and it was a big one. So anyway, they're these little wired baskets with these little floral arrangements in them. I got these to go on the shelf upstairs in my hallway because I needed something for there as well. And then I got little sprays of different, like, spring, summery kinds of greenery and flowers that I'll bend the wires and put it all together so I can just lay it, and I'll show you that when I'm done too. And then I got lavender. Look at that. So if we do it like this with like this, so the bunches kind of like that. And then I got, for upstairs, I got this little lantern with another flameless candle, and this one does the timer too. So, but this one has like that orangey flame. These, I like these because they're more realistic. So anyway, I got that one to go in the cage, and then, or not the cage, the lantern. I got a beautiful runner. I really like this runner. It almost reminds me of, like, you know, when you get that textured, like, is it Berber carpet? And they have like different kinds of textures. And there's a texture that's kind of like that. But then it's reversible. You can do it this. This is the, like, it's the woven, like a basket woven weave or whatever it is. So I like that. Reversible. Really cute. So that's for my dining room. And then the last thing that I got there was 3 jars of creamed honey. And I've mentioned before in my videos, I loved cream honey. And if you've never had creamed honey and you can find it, buy it. And when you get home and you put a spoon in there, your jar, and eat it up, you'll be in heaven, because it is so good. Creamed honey, or sometimes they call it honey cream. But anyway, they take honey and they whip it, and then it turns like into this color, and then they can it. It is so good. So this is what I got at Peaceful Valley. After Peaceful Valley, we went over to Rite, China. Okay, over at Peaceful Valley, I had something behind me and I completely forgot. I got a new pitcher, and I have one of these upstairs in my bathroom, I think it is, and I have flowers in there. I like it because it's like the distressed look on it. And I got it to replace my Emerson Creek pottery that I've had for many years. It broke a few months back, and so I said the next time I see a nice pitcher that I like, I'm going to get it for over. I keep it over there in my iron basket. So I forgot to show you that. And I don't know if you can see my window behind me, but if you can, it's darker because I had a phone call. My mother called. Okay, so we went to Rite, China after Peaceful Valley, and I got 2 containers of Stonewall Kitchen's pancake mix, because this stuff is really, really good. We've tried all different kinds of pancake mixes, and this stuff is really good. So we got 2 of these. Stonewall Kitchen, we've tried their jams too. and they have this wild Maine blueberry jam. We got some, my aunt sent it at Christmas time. She sent several different Stonewall kitchen jams, and this blueberry jam is the best, and there's little bits of blueberry in there. That's what I really love about it. It's really, really good. I also think they sell this over at Hallmark stores, because when I was giving Christmas gifts to a couple friends, I gave them some of that Stonewall Kitchen pancake mix, and I think I sent them jam. No, I don't know if I sent jam because these are heavy, but I know that I saw them there over at Hallmark. The next thing I got this Madagascar vanilla bean paste. I love this stuff. This stuff is so good. I have an old one here that Harry got. I had him get me a few jars during like the holiday season, probably like November, so I would have it for any Christmas baking that I did. Let me show you this. $12.99. Can you see that? $12.99. Today, look at what it was today. $17.99. It went up $5. That is a huge jump in just a couple months. So anyway, I only got one jar. I was going to go get a couple jars, but only one. Something else that I like from there is this California sea salt. I think I've shown you guys this before. These are $5 for a bag. How many ounces is it? Does it say 20 ounces? So I got 2 of these. And then with all their little kitchen gadgets and stuff, they had this. This is a vintage. Vintage has charm and function when using this cake batter whip. So back in the day, when they would make cakes before the mixers and stuff, they had these little whip things. And I thought, you know, I have all different kinds of whisks, but I thought I'd get this and add it to my collection. I didn't get it just because it's vintage. I like vintage things too, but I got it just to have a different sort of whisk because I got all other kinds of whisks. The other thing that I got there, okay, do you ever have your pies in the oven and you put them in for the amount of time that they're supposed to be in there, but sometimes the crust gets a little done before the rest of the pie gets done? And so like your crust starts getting really browned. Well, to alleviate the browning, I've always just put tin foil over the pie till the rest of the pie cooks. But guess what they had there? I had to get this. Ta-da! And see what it says? Protection for your pie crust. Tan, don't burn. So, you know how they have like these silicone things, you know, for heat, and they have mitts that are like that, and little pot things, and you put, you know, hot pots from the stove on them or whatever. Anyway, that's what this is. It's silicone, and you just take it and you plop it over your pie crust, and you put it in the oven and you bake it. Then your pie gets done and your crust never burns. Isn't that nice? So I had to get it because I was like, you know, why should I put tin foil over my pies all the time? So I got that. Then I got 2 of these tins. They were $9.99. I wasn't going to get any because when I have these ginger snaps, I'm usually thinking of Christmas and fall. You know, we're getting ready to move into the spring and everything, but they had a whole bunch of them. And I mean, they had a whole bunch of them. But they have these Swedish ginger crisps, and they're in the shape of hearts. Here they are, like this. These things are so thin. They're very tasty because they're like a nice spiced cookie, and so they have a good flavor. They're ginger snap, but because they're so thin, they have like just let me see. I don't know if you heard that, but it has a nice crisp and very crunchy. So that's how thin those are. So the lady gave us a sample. So while I was standing there in line, I ran over and I got 2. So that's what I got from Reading, China. Then we drove over to the Rite store. I went in there because last year, that's where I got those Finding Nemo sandals for Alex that were just too cute. And they didn't have sandals out yet. They said they usually get them starting around March. They had some sandals, but not any of the like character kinds, you know. And they said this will be the last time that he'll be able to wear any of those cute little sandal things like that because of his shoe size, because they stop, I think, at size 7, and that's what he's wearing right now. I got these, and I got these in a size 8. These are so cute. They're Spider-Man shoes, and let me show you, they light up. Aren't those cool? The eyes light up. Those are just so cute. They had another pair of Spider-Man shoes, and it was like on the side here, the web lit up. They had Star Wars, the Jedi shoes that said Jedi on there, and then there was a green line, so when the light came on, it was like the lightsaber. It was green and it would turn on. They had Batman shoes. They were cute too, but they had the Marvel. I didn't like the, well, they're all Marvel. Iron Man. It was the Iron Man's little shield thing, but only the center of it lit up. You know, it was no big deal. These were just too cute. I mean, come on, those are cute. So we got him Spider-Man shoes. That's all. Oh, here was the reason why I bought the Spider-Man shoes, because I already showed you. He's already got tennis shoes and stuff. These shoes, let me see if the regular price is on here. Let's see. It doesn't say. I think these were, some of these lit up shoes were $45 and some of them were $55. But they were on sale. The Marvel comic ones, they were all on sale for $20. $20. Like those other light up shoes, the Cars and the Paw Patrol ones, I think those were $15 over at Walmart. So this was at Rite, and they're the Marvel, and you know, $20 on sale. So that's why I got them. So really cute. After Rite, we went right next door to the Disney store, and I'll show you what I got there. So here's the great big huge Disney bag that I got, which was really too big. I didn't need it this big. Okay, first thing that I want to say, I already showed you all the Disney princesses. Those princesses, you can get them at Target and Walmart, you know, places like that. And they're the princesses, so they're all in their princess gowns, okay? But if you want to get the Disney princesses that are in like their regular clothes that you see them like on their like shows, like Ariel, she has her mermaid tail and stuff. You have to get those like at the Disney store. And they were really pretty. I mean, really pretty. I told Carly, I said, we're going to have to start another collection of all the Disney dolls again. Only thing is, those of the princesses, they're only like $9-10, okay? These over at the Disney store, they're like $20. So I told Carly we'll be collecting slowly, but I would like to start getting some of the nicer ones too. They're really pretty. So they have the Beauty and the Beast, okay? They have the Belle doll. I don't think it really does the actress any justice. I really don't think it's a pretty doll. I don't know if you see it out in the store, you let me know what you think, but I think that they could have made it a little bit nicer than what it is. I don't care for it. However, I do care for the Beast. Look at that. Oh, oh, I love this. Beauty and the Beast is my favorite of all of the Disney animated movies. I love Beauty and the Beast. I love Belle, and I love the Beast. I love him very much. And I saw this on social media, and I said, I don't really care for the Belle. I don't think I'm going to get her. But when I see the Beast, I'm getting him. So we saw him today. Look at that. Oh, oh, I love him. I love this so much. Anyway, I really got this kind of for like Alex too. Oh, that's the other thing. In addition to the ladies, they have all the guys too. Like they have Aladdin and they have Prince Charming and all of that. So I don't know. After I get those Disney princesses, I might have to move on to the princes too. But I got this one. That's the first prince I have. Oh, I love him. So anyway, I got that. That's really for me. And then Carly and I, like I said, we're collecting the Disney princesses. And here's the Moana. And this Moana, this is nicer than the ones that you see like at Target or Walmart. And the thing is, all the Moana stuff, I don't know for how long the sale is, but all the Moana stuff is 30% off. So I think she was $20, so I got her 30% off. So anyway, she goes in the collection. And then the last thing that we got Alex some shirts, because the other couple weeks, you know, they were having their sales on the plush toys. Well, that's over, but now they're having a sale on the t-shirts. And so we had to get Alex some more shirts. So we got him this one. It's Kion from the Lion Guard. This one's really cute. Carly really liked this one. This one's, it says Original Mouseketeer. That one's cute. And then this one, okay, he's got his Spider-Man shoes. He had no Spider-Man clothes. So we got him this Spider-Man shirt. And then we got him this Spider-Man shirt. And then there's a new show, and Alex isn't too sure about it when he watches it. First time he saw it, it actually scared him a little bit, and I don't know why, because it's all the Disney characters. They're in those race cars. They're called the Roadster Racers, Mickey and the Roadster Racers. We've put it on to kind of like ease them into it. You just got to watch it. There's nothing wrong with it. Now he likes it. He's not thrilled overly over the moon for it just yet, but he's coming out of his shell that he kind of likes it. So I told Carly, I said, let's get him a Roadster Racer shirt, because then, you know, maybe then he'll, you know, come out of his shell a little bit more and like that show. Because he doesn't like it, does he, Carly?
Not really.
Not really. He's a little bit nervous about it. Same Mickey Mouse in like those sports cars, and they go, you know, they make the loud noise. It makes him a little bit nervous. So anyway. Okay, I'm giving you the nighttime look without the lights, and then I'll turn the lights on. So really, we're just going to see that little bit. Okay, so let me turn this on. And this is what I decided to do, because I do read my Bible here, but I also do reading in there at that chair, and I've told you guys that. And I drink tea. I like to have tea when I'm reading, and that's why I have all my various different teapots. And so I showed you this teapot that I got. This is that little tray that I got that I made my Christmas centerpiece, and I told you I'd get use out of it somehow. I'm using this temporarily right now till I can find a better platter or tray, ceramic tray, you know, to use. This is really white, and I'm looking for off-white. So anyway, I've got my little spoon, and I showed you these cups last year. I got these, so it's birds, and it's in the gold. And so I showed you guys at Christmas the gold creamer and sugar bowl that I picked up over at TJ Maxx. This is the creamer, and the sugar bowl, I have it upstairs. I need another one. So I need another gold, and I can't find it. I don't think they have anymore. So I either need another gold sugar bowl or something that's going to match with this teapot here. So temporarily, I'm using my creamer as a sugar bowl. So I got sugar in there. So anyway, and then my little spoon. And so that's my little tray. And what I like about it, because I can either have my tea here, or if I'm going to read in the living room, I just pick this up and take it in there and set it on the table. And then I have my tea. And so then I got, these are those birds I got today. This is our smoker that I left out. And that bird there, this bird there, and the flameless candles. And I always keep tissues. Adam and I use this the most. Adam comes downstairs in the morning grabbing tissues to blow his nose first thing in the morning. He has terrible allergies like I do. And so this is the decorative box. I've had this for a long time, and I've always leave this on my table. So anyway, that's going to be my dining room centerpiece. And I'll show you what I did with my smokers. So my smokers, I put these away yesterday. I maneuvered things around here in our curio case, and I got to put this glass away. Let me get this on. This is for like an oil lamp. It's an extra one that we have. I had it in there, so I got to find a place to put that. But I had the Bell collection on these two shelves. On this shelf, I had the Norman Rockwell bells up there with a couple of the Hummels, and then I had the Hummel plate and the other Hummels down here. So I kind of just squashed everything together there, and then I put the smokers right there. So that is my curio, and I found a place for my smokers. And this is where I'll put my little tray with my teapot and my cup, and there is where I sit and I read. Okay, this is coming up the top of my stairs, and this is my new arrangement. Okay, this was the only thing that I kept up here. I bought that a couple years ago, and I went ahead and I stuck the greenery and the lavender there, so it kind of actually made it a little bit taller looking. And then I have that like this. So there we go. And then obviously we can see from down there, we can see this up here too.